Spark Books here. Today, I'm going to explain the book, Communicate to Influence, by Ben Decker and Kelly Decker. Take care, enjoy the book, and have a nice day. Communicate to Influence, 2015, is a detailed guide to being an effective communicator. This covers everything from choosing the right voice to knowing how to structure and deliver your message. Gain a better understanding of the pitfalls of public speaking so that you know what to avoid, and discover some fantastic tools that will help turn your information dump into an inspiring call to action. Key idea number 1: 5 missteps cause communication problems. When presenting a presentation, you don't want the audience sleeping or playing Candy Crush. Fourth, without self-awareness, we see ourselves differently than others do. You may think your speech is regular, but others may think it's excessively quick. Before delivering your message, get feedback. Fifth, maintaining the status quo. Don't get too comfortable, challenge yourself. You must take risks to improve as a communicator. To avoid this, know the 5 most typical communication blunders. These mistakes can derail a presentation. First, overemphasize your presentation's topic and information. When you fall into this trap, you overanalyze every word and don't make your material intriguing. Even if you're talking about the cancer cure, standing motionless and speaking monotonously will make folks sleepy. Inauthenticity generates audience distrust and disconnection. In every presidential election from 2000 through 2016, the losing candidate seemed forced and manufactured, while the winning candidate seemed authentic and down to earth. Third, unpreparedness. Preparing isn't limited to presentations. Meetings, meals, and workplace visits can all be booked ahead. You can prepare for any occasion where you'll communicate to inspire and influence. Fourth, without self-awareness. We see ourselves differently than others do. You may think your speech is regular, but others may think it's excessively quick. Before delivering your message, get feedback. Fifth, maintaining the status quo. Don't get too comfortable, challenge yourself. You must take risks to improve as a communicator. Key idea number 2: attention spans and skepticism of authority restrict communication nowadays. You must stand out to be heard. Mobile gadgets make it harder to attract people's attention, thus it takes a strong voice to stand out. Online material has become part of the attention economy, with a concentration on mobile devices, pushing aside other people's messages. 20% of people check their phones every 10 minutes, according to a 2012 Time magazine poll. Mobile devices are addictive because they release endorphins. When we get a like, share, retweet, or comment, neurochemicals flow to our joy center. This has reduced our attention span. We distrust authority figures. This mistrust originates in part from how experts and leaders handled the 2008 financial crisis. Less than 20% of the population trusts business or government leaders to be truthful. Traditional leadership has lost much of its influence since trust is important to communication. We have a lot of information but little motivation, leaving today's generation anxious to be part of something bigger. 85% of millennials want a work that benefits the globe, not just themselves, according to a 2013 research. Socially conscious products and business concepts are in demand. Tom's donates 1 pair of shoes for every pair sold. To get noticed, combine inspiring content with sincerity. Key idea number 3: use the communicator's roadmap to define your style and inspire. If you wish to communicate effectively, you should know the different styles. Next, we'll look at connection building tactics. The Deckers designed a communicator's roadmap with 4 communication styles. To move your audience to action, use the 4th inspiring style. First, inform. Someone simply spills facts for the audience to use. The main goal is to inform, not instruct. Second, direct. This is information with instructions, usually from a powerful person. This is how your boss makes you obey. Third is entertaining. This stuff should evoke laughter or tears. Jimmy Kimmel uses this style without instructions. Fourth is inspirational. The communicator engages the audience's emotions while delivering action-inspiring content. This type of communication can lead to memorable and compelling speeches, as Martin Luther King Jr. demonstrated. How do you write a memorable, inspiring speech? Finding the correct balance between emotions and message is key. Find an emotional connection with your audience if you communicate authoritatively. If you're an entertainer, you can improve by focusing on your audience. If you're an informant, improve your emotional connection and message. This will make you an inspiring, memorable, effective, and compelling speaker. Next, we'll look at connection building tactics. Key idea number 4: warmth, confidence, and trust are contagious. Once you establish your style, practice your delivery. Your look and manners are key. Nonverbal communication is key to clear communication. These 4 simple yet powerful tools can improve visual communication. First, eye contact is a powerful technique to appear kind, trustworthy, and likable. In a small group, hold eye contact for 5 seconds with each member. Don't make eye contact with everyone in a large audience. Choose one individual per area. Eye contact has a good halo effect on others around you. Ready position is a useful attitude that prevents unwanted mannerisms. To be ready, stand upright with your head lifted up toward the ceiling, shoulders back, and weight on the balls of your feet. This position exudes confidence even when doing nothing. Avoid chilly habits like leaning backward, crossing your legs, moving or pacing, or seeming frozen in place. Good gestures bring passion to your message, so use a variety. Best will strengthen your content. When you say 3 contributing factors, raise 3 fingers. Smile often. Smiling is the easiest method to appear warm, confident, and comfortable. It also hides anxiousness. Key idea number 5. Effective communication requires using your voice and pausing. If the presenter was rambling or whispering, it's understandable if you left. Vocal delivery is the second most critical aspect in effective communication. Slow monotone is the worst voice. It dulls any message. Variate your tempo, loudness, and pitch to make your voice and delivery as captivating as your topic. When presenting a vital argument, raise the volume and hurry up your delivery. Don't overcompensate by speaking incoherently. Changing your pitch and tone might help hold your audience's attention and highlight transitions and themes. Avoid upspeak. When phrases start low, rise, and conclude high, every statement will sound like a question, making you sound hesitant and incapable. Imagine your audience as a group of close friends to seem appealing and assured. Imagine having a dinner party where you can be yourself. This is your ideal self, a brilliant storyteller whose audience hangs on every word. This allows natural tone, individuality, and voice variation. Remember the power of a 2 to 3 second pause after making a vital point. This adds dramatic weight to your message and provides the audience time to comprehend it. You appear well prepared, empathetic, and credible. Key idea number 6. Storytelling and humor captivate audiences. You must emotionally engage your audience if you want them to remember what you say. This seems off topic for a marketing presentation, but as Katie continues, it relates to her core point, being honest. Sharps do this. Stories, humor, analogies, references, and pictures. A good narrative is a great method to make a point and stir emotions. If your message is about friendship and loyalty, describe 6 wheelchair basketball players. After the game, 5 players take their wheelchair using friend to a tavern for a refreshing beverage. This is from a Guinness ad praising friendship. Stories can make otherwise uninteresting numbers and statistics intriguing. Moving stories move people to act. Teens relate their stories of gang violence, physical abuse, and drug-addicted parents during Boys and Girls Club fundraisers. A teen described being imprisoned in a trailer for 2 days while their mother binged on drugs. Such stories will generate more donations than listing at-risk children's statistics. Humorous stories can help you engage your audience and appear humble, good-natured, and likable. Katie Klein, a US IT company's chief marketing officer, uses self-deprecating humor well. She showed her driver's license in her PowerPoint presentation. "I lied on my driver's license," she said. "I'm only 5 feet 1 inch." This seems off topic for a marketing presentation, but as Katie continues, it relates to her core point, being honest. Key idea number 7, analogies, references, and images engage readers. Continue using analogies, references, including quotes, and photos. NYC Health and Mental Hygiene ran a Subway campaign against sugary sodas. The image depicted soda turning into human fat when put into a glass. Are you piling on the pounds? This piece of visual communication is clean, concise, and effective. Analogies are a great approach to explain complicated subjects like astrophysics or microtechnology. They can startle and captivate your audience when handled correctly. In one presentation, an engineer promoted standardization. As an illustration, he highlighted how the Great Baltimore Fire of 1904 was made worse by unsuitable fire hoses. This tragic analogy supported standardization. Use allusions and quotes to engage your readers. A reference can give legitimacy to a quote by offering more details. Both tools can enliven and vary your delivery's tone. Images and images liven up information. Slides, films, and props can help bring your message to life. Big, bold, and basic are good visual choices, so the audience can see and understand it. It's distracting otherwise. Visuals are common in marketing campaigns. NYC Health and Mental Hygiene ran a subway campaign against sugary sodas. The image depicted soda turning into human fat when put into a glass. Are you piling on the pounds? This piece of visual communication is clean, concise, and effective. Key idea number 8, learn your audience's demands and needs to elicit action. To win over an audience, you should know what they want, right? Once you know what's important to your audience, you can tailor your message. Ask yourself 3 questions. Who's watching? Expectations? Who knows? 3 adjectives summarize these answers. You can use these to develop an audience profile to frame your message. Say your target is a small business's overworked employees. They expect to grow, but their website isn't drawing visitors and they're unsure how to improve. Busy, growing, and unknown describe this situation. Now you can present how SEO can increase web traffic with minimal more work, and everyone wins. If you want your audience to act, make sure your message has a clear POV. This simple statement summarizes the message and gives a clear call to action. For a business that could use SEO, the POV would be, your clients must find you before hiring you. Once you have a POV, you may give clear, actionable steps. You can then recommend products or services. A specific activity helps them act rapidly. Tell them your services and books are on sale for 24 hours. Act immediately. Key idea number 9, use the Decker grid to organize messages. The Decker grid helps you organize your audience and content once you know them. At least 2 of these sub-points should be provided as a sharp. The bottom row is for your closing remarks, in a different arrangement. Instead of use my service, say use my service today, and I'll give you a discount. Then, tell them how much more online traffic they'll get. You close with a sharp, perhaps a Mark Zuckerberg statement that sums up how essential SEO is. The Decker grid organizes and identifies your important points and themes. 20 boxes in 4x5 grid. The top and bottom rows are for your introduction and conclusion. Say you're pitching your SEO services to a small firm. First row, top box, sharp. This can be a quote, a funny anecdote, or the story of a happy client. Potential clients must find you before hiring you. The third box provides your general action, such researching SEO benefits. In the final area, write the benefit, such as increased online traffic and new clients. Next, list 3 key points and 3 sub-points. First, SEO is incredibly valuable, then Google Analytics and megatrends, etc. At least 2 of these sub-points should be provided as a sharp. The bottom row is for your closing remarks, in a different arrangement. Instead of use my service, say use my service today, and I'll give you a discount. Then, tell them how much more online traffic they'll get. You close with a sharp, perhaps a Mark Zuckerberg statement that sums up how essential SEO is. Key idea number 10, open minds promote humble confidence in great speakers. Being a great communicator involves more than speaking clearly. Your appearance, voice, and words can affect people's thoughts and behavior. Mahatma Gandhi was another fearless changemaker. During the 1930 Salt March, Gandhi proved nonviolent actions could counter British colonial oppression. Thanks to his unorthodox approach, people listened, and we saw how good intentions can make the impossible possible. These influencers should inspire you. Now it's your turn to use these tools and make a positive impact. To reach this level, shun a fixed mindset and adopt a growing mindset. A rigid mindset restricts growth. They show their shortcomings rather than their promise. The growth mindset eliminates constraints and anxieties of not being good enough or lacking a talent. This mindset acknowledges our ability to progress. In Good to Strong, Jim Collins shows that all great firms have growth-minded executives. Great leaders have humble confidence that inspires and motivates others. Humble and confident leaders serve and empower others, not dominate. They're open to collaborate. Nelson Mandela's smile is a gesture of humble confidence. Mandela was humble and never pompous. He was a brilliant communicator who wasn't hesitant to propose big answers. Mahatma Gandhi was another fearless changemaker. During the 1930 Salt March, Gandhi proved nonviolent actions could counter British colonial oppression. Thanks to his unorthodox approach, people listened, and we saw how good intentions can make the impossible possible. These influencers should inspire you. Now it's your turn to use these tools and make a positive impact. To view more content like this, subscribe. Don't forget to like and turn on notifications. The channel really benefits from it. I appreciate you being here.